Words Aloud does not just promote poetry and the beauty of the spoken word, the insight that can carry out into your mind. They don't just celebrate that on one weekend a year. They celebrate it all throughout. And I do believe that we have the winner of a contest held in the summertime who's come all the way from Boston. Am I right? All the way from Boston, who's going to share a piece with us right now. Please welcome Katya.
Animal cruelty. I am 9. I stand before 15 disinterested 5th graders, brandishing a sad-eyed cat torn from the pages of time, Lorax of all things soft and mistreated. They need their coats more than you do. See, I read an expose on the fur industry. Now, Mrs. Bilowitz's entire homeroom needed to know, as I did, the tale of skewered paws on wayward kittens, baby teeth, traversing fur and flesh and bone, leaving stumps of themselves hardening in blood-melted snow. Audience of snap-tooth boys in snapback hats, I did not shake the nickname PETA until I was a freshman in high school. I am 15. The year I leave my body like a forgotten coat in the back seat of Tyler Stenzel's silver Audi. Stand up for something, and nobody can look down on you, I thought. But I was a child then, and high school is no place for principals. Not with cups to be drained and unshaven calves to be shamed and garrisons of denim-stamped asses guarding the fence spit of grass where bitches gathered to groom their claws. I remember suffocating. A grown man's boyish blonde curls tickling my bare belly button. Self-amputation is no more a choice than suicide, a deliberate fall from a flame-licked window. Tyler Stenzel's Audi had no sunroof. But when my therapist asks me about the pile of splayed limbs in the open maw of his back seat, I look down on myself. A moonlight spill staining seatbelt-studded leather, as though through the skylight of a burning building. Knives are not made of kittens' teeth, or splintered bone made whetstone by will to live but no soul, and 7 hells of brimstone deserves to die alone in a trap of anyone's making but their own. I am 25. I know too many men who wear fur, like they grew it themselves, like the whole world is winter and hide was made for seeking prey behind battle lines. I am 9. I am sent home, arms laden with leaflets for the gifted program. Mrs. Bilowitz says my mind is like a steel trap. I'm 25. My body is the steel trap. My body is disembodied stump of fur matted red, is the sound of silver snapping shut, is metal mouth, hind leg, liberation, casualty. I am 18. A man with a spring-loaded jaw tells me he sees me for so much more than my skin. I am no trap, he says. You can't blame me for your limp body survives what the mind cannot. Darling, he says, I only wanted to hold you. So I smile and I ask him if he sees the blood in my bared teeth. Thank you. So that one was super heavy. I'm gonna do one for you that's less heavy. Yeah. A poet friend once asked me, who among us has not made something we love into a metaphor for suicide? 2 miles home from the Odd Hours Cafe where I meet my sponsor, midnight lingers at tenement windows and street lamps begin to glow with starlight urgency. There's something sacred in these long evening walks I take with myself. I like to think when Robert Frost stopped by those woods on that snowy evening, it was exclusively for leaf-peeping purposes, and scholars have been analytically jerking each other off about it ever since. Too often, I'm told to be afraid here. I'm told this city is a hunting ground, the click burn of oncoming street lamps, a call of the wild. I am told if I must walk home here, or leave home here, or anywhere men are, do it with a knife in my boot, mace on my keychain, thumb on an app, ready to alert police the second I flinch. My friends compare artillery at the dinner table, show off brass knuckles shaped like cat ears, switchblade lipstick, keys wedged in the webbing of their hands like latchkey wolverines. We go out at night. They lace up their combat boots and prepare for combat. They see death everywhere. Like English majors reading a Robert Frost poem. I used to hunt for death on Friday street corners. Teenage emptiness draped in fishnets and leather, mouth painted target. Smiling under blue smoke awnings, hoping some stubble-jawed stranger would read my paperback vulnerability and make me a hardcover, crack my spine, and with his hands bring forward my ending. There's a shortcut through the park at Fenway, street lamp strip dappled gold through the trees. A stranger in a van leans out one tinted window, asks where I'm headed in those heels. A man I know from my Thursday night AA meeting says roads are unsafe on snowy evenings, offers the sanctuary of his home. Pop quiz. Using the clues found in the above text, which of these characters do you predict will A, assault the speaker, B, leave them intact at a train station saying, sweetheart, you don't have to treat yourself like this. I've had nightmares starring men I trusted and starred in dreams where I have died. Robert Frost stared into the woods at night. They say to ponder suicide. I am not afraid, alone in these woods tonight, and I don't know whether this is a victory or a symptom. I am the most dangerous thing that's ever happened to me, and I intend to survive myself. There are miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.